Right now, somewhere over the Persian Gulf, an American pilot may be missing. At the same time, missiles have just been launched toward multiple Israeli cities. This is not a drill. This is happening in real time. And what unfolds in the next few hours could completely change the direction of this war. Stay with me because this situation is moving fast, and every detail matters. Welcome back to World Military Update, where we cut through the noise and bring you the real story behind the headlines. No hype, no distractions, just what is actually happening on the ground. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because on a day like today, missing even one update means missing the bigger picture. Let's get straight into it. Tensions between the United States, Israel, and Iran have been building for months, but in the last 48 hours, everything has escalated to a completely different level. Multiple reports now indicate that a U.S. military aircraft disappeared from radar during a patrol mission near Iranian airspace. We don't yet have full confirmation from the Pentagon. And that silence? It's significant. Because when officials hold back information in a moment like this, it usually means something serious is unfolding behind closed doors. At the same time, Iran launched a coordinated missile attack targeting several major cities in Israel. Impacts, or attempted impacts, were reported near Tel Aviv, Haifa, Beersheba, Ashkelon, and areas around Jerusalem. Israel's missile defense system, the Iron Dome, intercepted many of the incoming threats, but not all of them. Early reports indicate damage in multiple locations, with emergency teams responding across affected areas. And while official casualty numbers remain unclear, images coming out suggest this was not a minor event. This was not random. For weeks, Iranian officials have warned that any expansion of U.S. military activity in the region would trigger a response. Now, it appears that warning has been carried out, and the timing is raising serious questions. Because these missile strikes are happening at the exact same moment, reports are emerging about a missing American pilot. Here's what we know about that situation. A U.S. Navy F/A-18 Hornet was flying a surveillance and deterrence mission near the Strait of Hormuz, one of the most critical and sensitive locations in the world. At some point during the flight, contact was lost. Search and rescue teams have been deployed, but as of now, there is no confirmed status on the pilot. Meanwhile, Iranian state media is already pushing a narrative. They claim the aircraft was shot down. They claim the pilot may be in Iranian custody, and the United States has not confirmed or denied any of it. That silence is not accidental, it is calculated. Because if it turns out that Iran is holding an American pilot, everything changes. This is no longer just about airstrikes or missile exchanges. This becomes a high-stakes geopolitical crisis. Historically, captured American personnel have been used as leverage, politically, militarily, and psychologically. But this situation is far more volatile than anything we've seen in recent years. Now, let's shift to Israel's response. Within hours of the missile attacks, Israeli Air Force jets were already mobilizing. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu convened an emergency security meeting, and according to multiple sources, retaliation is not just being discussed, it is being prepared, possibly already underway. Israel has a very clear doctrine. If it is attacked, it responds, quickly and with force. At the same time, U.S. naval forces in the region are repositioning. The USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group has reportedly moved closer to the eastern Mediterranean. Officially, this is being described as a show of support, but military analysts see it differently, because moving a carrier group is not symbolic, it's strategic, it's preparation. So here is the critical question. Are we witnessing the early stages of a full-scale regional war? Or is this another cycle of escalation that will eventually be pulled back through diplomacy? Right now, both outcomes are possible, and the difference between them may come down to what happens next. From Iran's perspective, the strategy is becoming clearer. Iran understands it cannot win a direct, conventional war against the combined power of the United States and Israel. But it doesn't need to. Its goal is different. It aims to survive, maintain influence, and project strength. Every missile fired, every confrontation, every act of defiance, all of it reinforces its position, both domestically and across its network of allies. This is what experts call asymmetric warfare. And Iran has been refining it for decades. On the other side, Israel faces a different reality. It cannot allow attacks on multiple cities to go unanswered. That's not just military logic, it's political necessity. Public pressure is rising. Expectations are clear. A response is coming. The only question is how far it will go. And then there's the United States. If the missing pilot is confirmed captured, Washington faces an extremely difficult decision. Do nothing? Not an option. Negotiate publicly? That carries risks. Respond militarily? That could trigger something much larger. This is how conflicts escalate, not always with one major event, but through a series of moves and counter-moves until one side pushes too far. Right now, multiple warning signs are flashing at once. A missing American pilot, missile strikes on major cities, military assets repositioning, emergency government meetings. All of these are signals, and together they form a pattern. Meanwhile, global powers like Russia and China are watching closely. Both have their own strategic interests. Neither wants a wider war, but both are calculating how it could shift global power dynamics. As we put all of this together, the situation becomes clear. This is one of the most dangerous moments in the region in years. You have three major players, the United States, Israel, and Iran, all engaged, all under pressure, and all facing decisions that could escalate the conflict dramatically. What happens next depends on a few key factors. First, the fate of that missing pilot. Second, the scale of Israel's response. Third, whether any back-channel diplomacy can slow things down. And fourth, whether other groups in the region decide to join in. Because this is the moment where everything either stabilizes or spirals out of control. Before we wrap up, think about this. The world you wake up to tomorrow could look very different from the one you're in right now. The decisions being made in Washington, Tel Aviv, and Tehran in the next few hours will shape what comes next. Drop your thoughts below. Do you think this will escalate further? Or is there still a chance to de-escalate? And if this breakdown helped you understand what's really happening, share it with someone who needs to see it. Because right now, staying informed is more important than ever.